Come up, Sho.
Sho King.
Sho King.
Everyone, give it up.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sho.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for having this space. My name is Sho. You can find me on Twitter. I got like 9 followers. At Queen Truth, that's QUEENTRUTHE. I ain't trying to sound deep or trying to be abstract, but the pimps that I see, they're not whipping in no plush Cadillacs. I expose what's real and I dispose of what's whack, cause I'm keeping my own spirits intact, cause sisterhood's been jacked. But I'm on the road to bringing it back, and hip-hop's been hijacked. But I'm on the road to bringing it back. See, Lil Wayne can make it rain, but when it rains, it pours. And that's a young girl's first lesson in how she is to become a whore. She turns her tricks into treats, destroying all of the children that she bores. She thinks that Hollywood is the only opportunity that's knocking at her door. And see, it's worse than bombs over Baghdad, because her flesh and her spirit, they're both at war. It was the city of the devil's angels that rotted the apples to the core, walking down strips of red carpets, covering up her aches and her sores. But she smiles and she prays to get through it, because that's just the pedagogy of the poor. And all of this is in her subconsciousness long before she turns 4, and she sees her tears as a weakness instead of her strength throughout all that she has had to endure. But walk that catwalk, young girl. And even if the shoe doesn't fit, wear it. This is the limelight that you wished for, so just grin and bear it. And all of this just happened yesterday in the first and in the third world. See, males tend to cover up our precious stories, and the veils they silence our baby girls. And one is hungry and the other is starving, and still their stomachs stay on empty, just so that they could be the glamorous one that the whole world will come to envy, and TV just clouds your brain. And your mind is in a constant media frenzy, but somehow we still find the time to rally for our brother's execution and the Lord's public lynching. But I ain't just trying to sound deep or trying to be abstract. But the pimps that I see, they not whipping in no plush Cadillacs. I expose what's real and I dispose of what's whack, cause I'm keeping my own spirits intact. Cause sisterhood's just been jacked. So I'm on the road to bringing it back. And hip-hop's been hijacked. So I'm on the road to bringing it back. See, I was born in the 80s, and I was addicted to crack until that just made me a crack baby. And then I entered into the twisted foster care system where people actually get paid to act shady. And see, now I'm living under the care of a caretaker who doesn't even care for me. And I'm dealing with folks every day when they ain't getting paid and wish rather be done with me. And all I ever desired was a genuine hug. See, I must speak a different language. My native tongue has always been love. But they don't even understand me. But it's more like me because I've never met so many people just like me who's been tossed to the side so frequently. Just like me. They had appointments with the mirror just to feel unpretty just like me. And disappointments were plenty. Promises were unkept. And my soul suffered its first death as I gasped for help and I exhaled my last breath to the cause that I was dealt. But they just thought that I was angry or crazy or lazy, depressed, with ADD lashing out at the TV and medication is all they keep trying to feed me. And when it's my time for mediation, they never offer me the space for prayers and meditation. They just tell me what's best for me in my own incarceration. I don't want to live like this.
Beautiful.
Wow, that was so beautiful and deep. Thank you for sharing.